Welcome back to the Purely Fiction Society. I'm Knowles, your host, and tonight we're exploring the unforgiving, jagged mountains of Norway. Erik Hansen is a veteran trekker who is believed to be a descendant of the Mountain Kings. Settle in, this is the Bloodline Rune. High in the dark pine forests of Norway, a bitter wind howls through the jagged stone peaks. These mountains are beautiful, but unforgiving. Erik Hansen pushes through the deep snow, his breath forming thick plumes of white mist in the freezing air. As a veteran mountain rescue trekker, his job is straightforward. When hikers vanish into the wilderness, he is the one who brings them home. He knows every treacherous ridge and hidden trail by heart. His family has lived in this exact valley for a millennium, surviving on the edge of the brutal northern wild. Erik possesses very little from his ancestors. His only real inheritance is an old heavy iron ring bearing an ancient rune carved deep into the metal. This is a gift from his grandfather, who used to claim their bloodline descendants from the old mountain kings. Erik has never believed the myths. He always assumed it's just a piece of folklore. Until today. The night before, a violent earthquake triggers a massive rock slide along the northern ridge. Millions of tons of ancient stone and ice shear off the cliff face, exposing a dark cavernous tear in the mountain that has been sealed away from the world for centuries. The Park Service orders Erik to hike up and inspect the site to ensure that the terrain is stable. The air grows thin and biting as Erik climbs closer to the scar on the mountain. Reaching the entrance just before noon, he stops dead in his tracks. The opening is a flawless geometric rectangle. Nature does not cut stone in perfect straight lines. This tunnel is carved by human hands. Erik clicks on his tactical flashlight and steps into the gloom. Inside, the mountain air is dead silent, smelling heavily of ancient dust and deep, undisturbed ice. He walks down the smooth stone corridor, his boots crunching softly on the frozen ground. At the end of the passage, his flashlight beam catches a sudden, brilliant reflection. Erik freezes, his chest tightening. He is standing in a tomb. In the center of the chamber sits a massive block of clear blue glacial ice, frozen solid. Inside the block is a towering Viking warrior. He wears no theatrical horned helmet, but rather thick, heavy leather and a coat of dark iron chainmail. He looks remarkably preserved, as if he simply fell asleep an hour ago. In his hand, the warrior grips a heavy iron spear. Erik takes a slow, hesitant step forward, his eyes drawing to the warrior's left hand. Resting on the frozen finger is an iron ring. It is the exact same shape, the exact same weight, and bears the exact same rune as the one on Erik's own hand. A sudden rush of adrenaline floods Erik's veins. The old man's stories aren't myths after all. This ancient warrior is his direct ancestor. Driven by an irresistible pull, Erik raises his hand to the ice, bringing his family ring within inches of the frozen one. A loud metallic click echoes through the hollow cavern. The heavy iron spearhead suddenly flares with a faint warm light, and the ring on Erik's finger grows searing hot against his skin. Behind the frozen king, a massive stone wall begins to grind, sliding backwards into the mountain to reveal a dark staircase leading down into the earth. Though every safety instinct tells him to turn back, the strange warm glow of the iron spear draws him forward. He steps past the frozen warrior and descends into the dark. The stairs open into a colossal underground vault. Erik's flashlight beam loses itself in the massive shadows of the ceiling. This is a hidden mountain fortress lost to time. In the dead center of the room stood a stone altar, holding a heavy wooden chest bound in tarnished gold. Erik approaches the altar, his boots leaving his first footprints in the thick dust in over 1,000 years. He reaches out and lifts the heavy lid. Inside lies no gold coins or glittering jewels. Instead, there's a single stone tablet and a pristine silver dagger with a hilt shaped like a howling wolf. Erik picks up the tablet. The ancient writing is unreadable to him, but his eyes lock onto the detailed map carved at the bottom. It shows their valley, but with hidden mountain passes and secret fortresses that exist on no modern map, treasures of history forgotten by the world. Suddenly a low, terrifying rumble shakes the bedrock. Dust rains down from above as a massive boulder crashes into the stairs behind him. The unstable mountain is shifting again, determined to bury its secrets permanently. Erik moves on pure instinct. He shoves the stone tablet and the silver dagger into his pack and sprints back up the collapsing stairs. Rocks shatter all round him. He scrambles past the cracking ice block of the frozen warrior just as the cavern roof begins to give way. With a final burst of energy, Erik dives through the outer opening, tumbling into the snow just as the entire cave collapses behind him. A massive cloud of grey dust billows out into the winter air. He lies in the snow for a long time, coughing and gasping for breath. When the air clears, the cave is gone, entirely buried under a fresh wall of solid rock. The tomb of his ancestor is sealed once more, likely forever. Erik stands up, brushing the snow from his gear, and opens his pack. The stone tablet and the wolf dagger are intact. He looks down at the iron ring on his finger, now cool to the touch. He will never show these artifacts to a museum, nor will he tell a soul what he found. Some secrets are meant to stay in the dark. Erik turns his back to the ridge and begins the long hike home, knowing the legacy of the Mountain Kings is finally safe with its rightful heir. Thank you for listening to tonight's tale from the Purely Fiction Society, and I would like to thank Alex Morgan for the beautiful music he creates, which I used in my video. Some secrets are meant to stay secret, but the legacy of the Mountain Kings now lives on. If Erik's journey into the frozen peaks gripped you tonight, please hit that like button and share your thoughts on his choice in the comments below. To ensure you never miss our next standalone adventure, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. Until next time, keep searching the shadows and stay curious. Good night all.